Well, Notes in Bloom, the title was my idea. Last year, after we finished Playful Strings, which was a concept that they had come up with here at BYSO previously, I was working on magic to make it fit that theme, and then when we finished that concert, I said maybe something, since this is a springtime concert, and the symbolism of blooming, not only in the springtime, the flowers, but also these musicians, the young musicians who pick up these instruments maybe just a few years ago and are becoming these incredible musicians. I mean, I'm always amazed. If you close your eyes, I mean, it sounds like a professional orchestra who've been doing it for years. So I thought Notes in Bloom would be a nice kind of catchy title, and then I went about the process of coming up with magic to fit into it, and Marta was gracious enough to find some wonderful music with flowers in the title and the theme, and just that whole kind of blooming motif for the concert, I think, is going to be really special this year.
If I could add to the repertoire, it's a beautiful, varied repertoire. It has something from classical style. There's a wonderful Vivaldi Concerto Grosso with the soloists, there's Tchaikovsky, and there's also a lovely pizzicato piece in jazz style. And so kids will, I think, hopefully find it very entertaining and engaging.
Yes, and it's different every year too. So we find that we've got a lot of the same people coming back year after year. And these kids, you just watch the kids get taller, you know. And it's great because it's all new magic in the show, and it's all new music in the show, and also about half of the musicians are new this year.
That's right. That's right. And for half of the orchestra, this will be their first experience at Symphony Hall, and it is so exciting to see them walking on the stage and being totally in awe of where they are and enjoying themselves. It's just a wonderful opportunity for us that we are very, very happy to have. What do you do in the show?
Well, I am a magician, and in 2010 I was approached by the folks at BYSO to do a show called Music and Magic, and I came in and we collaborated and came up with this kind of a different concept really for a concert, I think, combining music and magic and how the two are similar, how they go together, and also creating that visual element to a concert, especially for younger people. I think it's a great introduction to have these visual elements along with the music, and we've also incorporated a great way, I think, of introducing the young musicians, little bits about music. This year we'll be talking about harmony and the heartbeat of the orchestra, and every year we give them little tidbits of education, but they probably don't even notice they're learning because they're having so much fun, right?
That's right.
And so this has been really a great combination, I think, of putting magic together with music, and this will be our third year doing it, and every year it's a little different and grows and grows and grows.
That's right. I remember the concert in which the audience conducted the glowing sticks. I will never forget that picture of young kids in the audience waving their batons to the music that was being played on the stage. It was just wonderful to see how engaged they were. Speaking of orchestra, because that's what I do.
Yes.
You know, we work with these young musicians for about, I would say on this program for about 3 months. And this is a large group, about 100 students, so it's quite a challenge to herd them all together. But I think we are doing a very fine job.
She has a good handle on them, and they absolutely love her, by the way, the musicians. They work so hard, and they're so passionate about what they're doing. And you can tell everybody really respects each other, they respect you, they respect the music, and it's a wonderful thing to see. I mean, it's something that every kid should have as part of their education. These kids are so fortunate, I think.
I also think that this, thank you for saying this, I also think that the kids performing for kids is something magical. And any kid who's sitting in the audience can look up and say, ah, this could be me. And hopefully it's inspiring for them, and they come home and maybe, just maybe, they will want to pick up some instrument and try to make music on their own. So I am very happy that we are part of that BSO collaboration, and I hope the children will come this year and have a good time, and I think we have a special show.
I agree. It's definitely something you don't want to miss. Really, it's an unforgettable show, and for the grown-ups, you'll be entertained and you'll be amazed, and also you'll be absolutely in awe of these musicians. I know my family comes every year, and the first thing I hear after the concert is, I cannot believe how amazing these kids sound at such a young age. So it's an inspiring day, it's a magical day, it's a musical day, and it's something that I think everybody should experience. Definitely a worthwhile trip to Symphony Hall.
And one sentence about magic: if you would like to see a table being lifted and floating in the air, that's, you have to show. You have to come. Well, thank you for that magic.
Oh, that was one of my favorites from last year.
It was splendid.
That's right, that was good. And this year you will actually see,
without
giving too much away,
no.
a couple of sneak previews. There's going to be a moment in the show where we have some kids from the audience come up, and before they get to conduct the orchestra, they're actually going to help me do magic, and the different sections of the orchestra are going to be in on it as well. So it's going to be really amazing. We're going to make something disappear right before your very eyes on stage at Symphony Hall, with no trapdoors or mirrors or anything. No, we won't make you disappear.
Oh,
no,
okay.
Because then
That's great.
nobody would know what to do. So it's going to be really fun. Lots of surprises. Magic is all about surprises, and I promise this year there'll be some really fun ones and something new.